What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Nostalgia Bait. My name is Kara Presents.
And I'm Julian, and we got a pretty exciting person with us today.
Oh, we do?
Where?
Oh. Where? He's right here.
Where is he?
KR's here every week. What do you mean?
But yeah, no, you guys may know him from his fan trailers. His name is UltraSargent.
Yeah.
What an introduction.
We do the best, all right? We do what we can, but we do the best.
That's the best introduction I've ever received, so
Dude, let's go.
it's only downhill from here.
Oh my god. Ultra, how have you been?
I've been good, thank you. What about you two?
Good.
I'm alive.
Alive, yeah.
Yeah, every time we have to record these, it's always on Julian's off days. So it's, it's always a hard thing.
I mean, it seems like Julian works like 6 days a week. So.
Oh, yeah. I
gotta get that OT.
When you work the customer service, that's exactly what you do.
Yeah.
Thank God I fucking quit that job. Holy
Shame.
It's nice. We have our fun moments.
Yeah.
The good thing about those jobs is always the people you work with. It's never the actual work.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's
100%.
Yeah.
And it's never the customers.
Oh, it's never the customers. The customer's always right.
Bro, fuck them.
That's what they said, right?
Fuck them.
Dude, I find most of the time the customer's like 95% wrong anyways.
Yeah, they're wrong all the time.
Yeah, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You're like, I used this credit card yesterday. It's like, yeah, you can't pay off balances with your credit card, dumbass. Like, that's why it's a credit card.
They have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, what have you been up to? It's been a while.
It has, yeah. Not making YouTube videos is the first thing. Or, well, I should say making one YouTube video for the past 3 years.
Okay.
I found a DM that I sent to Dr. Flashpoint the other day, which was like my first pitch for the Midnight video that I'm working on, and that was like early 2021. So it's been a while. But yeah, working. If people don't know, I edit the videos for Blindwave, the reaction channel. And that's about it, really. I get up, I work, and then I go back to bed.
Real.
It's a good life.
If you say so.
I mean, depending on who you are,
Yeah, very true, yeah.
It's crazy. What videos? I know you did the Flash reactions. Did you do, I don't know what other ones you did for Blindwave.
Yeah, so I did like all of the CW Arrowverse shows while they were on. Obviously, they're all finished now, other than Superman and Lois. And then just whatever comes my way, really. They say, who wants to edit this video? And then whichever editor wants to edit it, they just kind of throw their hat in the ring and then they pick one. I'm currently doing their reactions to Reacher, which is an Amazon show, which is very fun. And then a couple of other like things here and there. But yeah, it's great fun. They're a great bunch of guys.
That's great. Yeah. It's
actually so entertaining.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was actually funny because yesterday I was literally watching their recent Reacher reaction. So yeah, I think it's funny. Reacher is a great show. I really like that show.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, Alan Ritchson's he's good in that role.
Yeah, Smallville alum.
Yeah,
Aquaman.
And Titans. Don't forget Titans.
Don't forget Titans. Shit, I feel like WB forgot about Titans. What are you talking about? That's crazy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, no, fuck that show. I feel like a Titans show would be amazing, but somehow they couldn't do it. It's insane.
Well, there was a rumor, I think, 2 weeks ago maybe, that they're working on another one. I don't know how true that is, but it just feels like, I don't know, probably so 10 years ago at this point that they said that TNT were working on a Titan show, and that was the one that turned into the one on HBO.
It was so good.
It was, yeah.
Peak.
It was a show.
It was a show. It was produced by people.
Yep. It had actors.
Yes. It was someone who watched 5 minutes of Daredevil and was like, we could do this. With one of like the most vibrant and colorful characters in the DC universe.
I will say this for them, that it is quite an achievement to make a show about a team and then they never ever feel like a team in the show.
Yeah.
That in itself is an achievement, definitely.
It really is, honestly.
How recent have you seen the show?
probably just when it finished. I heard that there was that episode with Beast Boy where they had like loads of Easter eggs sprinkled in, and he had that little.
Where's my Gar?
Yes,
that's the episode.
Yeah. And that was a good episode. You know, he had that tiny little crossover with Stargirl. They had Easter eggs from Smallville, Superman, like Beast Boy, Grant Morrison was in there. I think that episode in itself was great. So then I went back, rewatched the rest of the season, and then just watched the finale when the finale came out, and then that was it.
Yeah. Cameos that make less sense for Beast Boy, but more sense for Flash, and yet the Flash didn't do it, huh?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, because I watched season 4. I finished it like maybe a month after it was done, and it was just funny to me because two things I took away from it. First thing is for basically 2 seasons, they don't really save anybody. Like they're the Teen Titans, and they're like, I remember Beast Boy is talking to Connor, and he's like, "Oh, we save people," and all that stuff, and I'm like, did you save anybody? Like, if anything, you let Connor out, and then like, you know, he wrecked some shit, and then that's what happened the whole season.
Yeah.
You guys didn't really save anybody, really. And then my second takeaway was I thought it was really funny that the 4th season, I saw the behind the scenes, and I forgot who the showrunner is, but he was like, all right, we went to Gotham City 3rd season, and it was a really dark season and stuff. So we went to the thing of light, and that's Metropolis. And I'm like, yeah, but the whole season is horror. What? Yeah. I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know what their like obsession was with. They always wanted to keep it somewhat edgy, and I don't know why. Like, as far as I know, the Titans are they're not a super like edgy group of superheroes, you know?
Nah.
They're teenagers for a lot of it, and then when they're not exactly dark characters other than Raven, who's just sort of an emo.
They're not Gen V.
Yeah,
what exactly. Are you talking about?
That's how you do good teenage superheroes.
Yeah, like I don't know if the idea is that in their head they thought the darker it is, the more serious it is. Like, because I'm not really a believer of that. You know, like I feel like tone. You can make it as serious as you want to be, but tone like doesn't determine that, really, I feel like.
Well, it's like you said about Gen V and the boys. It's like they're dark, but the tone is not always serious. It doesn't have to be like, they don't have to go together all of the time. But I think it's a bigger conversation about Warner Brothers, and it's ever since they did the Dark Knight trilogy, it was like, well, DC really needs to be dark, doesn't it, for it to succeed? Excuse me. But it doesn't. You know, that's just not the case. And hopefully with the new DC universe, we see a bit of that.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I
think we will.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Is there a project that you're excited for?
Superman Legacy.
Yeah, right?
Yep. That's it.
Wasted no time with that answer.
Nope. Yeah. I'm going to jump in there straight with that. Yeah, that... I'm going to try and not get emotional talking about it, because it's like, I don't know, everything I've heard about it so far just seems so up my alley with Superman. Like, it's how I imagine, like, everything James Gunn says about it is like, I get that. I vibe with that. I empathize with that. Mm-hmm. And I've said a few times before in different places that, like, when they show the suit for Superman, I think that will really determine whether it's going to be the Superman movie that I think it should be. Because if they come out and it's like the Man of Steel suit, which is a great piece of costume design, don't get me wrong, but it's not, like, for me, it's not a Superman suit. So when they show that I think will give me a good idea for how the movie's going to shape up when it eventually turns out. But yeah, that's the one I'm looking forward to the most. I'm quite looking forward to the Batman one as well.
Yeah.
I think that could be good.
Yeah. Despite knowing nothing about it, yeah.
Andy Muschietti might not be in it anymore.
Yes, that got my hopes back up. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's been dealt a bad hand, because obviously the Flash went through so many problems, I guess.
I don't think all of that was his fault, though.
No, absolutely not. Definitely not. Would it go through like 3 or 4 directors? However many script changes?
5 or 6.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like he really got the short end of the stick, but then I don't think he's a fantastic director on top of that. Like, I like the It movies, but I don't think they're anything really special.
It seems more concept based than directing based.
Yeah,
that makes
100%.
sense.
Yeah.
Right.
And I feel like with Batman, you need someone who has like a bit of style, you know. And I don't really know if he does.
Get the Wachowskis. Get them on it.
I don't know. After Matrix 4, they've lost my hope a little bit as well.
But Speed Racer.
Speed Racer, though.
That has style. You're right. And so does the Matrix trilogy. But like
so
everything.
Does Jupiter Ascending. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
They're great directors. They're great. Yeah. They just have, just like any other directors, you can find bad movies and good movies,
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they all have their ups and downs.
But if you had a pick of your Batman director, do you have one or not really?
Not really, because there's always going to be like, there's always directors who haven't done a lot of things who could come in and like just make a fantastic movie. Like David Fincher, like all he did was music videos, and then all of a sudden he got into directing feature films, and he's excellent. So, but out of like known directors, I feel like Sam Raimi is always a good pick. I feel like it's an obvious pick, just because it's Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I'd like someone to come in and surprise us.
I see that.
What about you guys?
Julian, what's your pick? Do you have one?
For director?
Yeah.
Oof.
Or writer, I don't know.
I don't know. Lately I've been on my was it Ridley Scott fucking hype train? But but I'm not sure if he would do a good Batman movie.
Yeah. Fair enough.
What about you?
Ooh, that is hard. This sounds like I don't know if this is a cop-out answer, but it's like I was thinking Jordan Peele might be a good one.
Ooh, okay.
Just because of like not the tone of Nope is mainly why I think of it. I think it can have, especially if you're gonna do a lot of Bat family stuff, I think he has a real sense of like that the family aspect and like, interactions between characters and stuff. And I think the fact that like the Monkey Man movie that's coming out soon with Dave Patel, I think the fact that he saw something in that shows something about the type of stories he wants to make. So I feel like, Batman is too simplistic for him to do. But if he was to do something, I feel like a Bat family kind of thing would be really cool for him to do. Because I think you need something different. Like I always thought Denis Villeneuve would be a good one for Batman.
I think he's too artsy. Like he really likes making like serious films.
Right.
And I feel like the next Batman is going to be kind of more like I think it'll steer away from the seriousness of like Nolan and the guy who just did the Batman. I can't remember.
Matt Reeves?
Yes, yeah. I feel like those two are obviously very more serious and grounded, and I feel like Brave and the Bold might lean into more of like Batman the Animated Series Batman or the Justice League animated Batman. And I feel, Jordan Peele's an interesting pick because he's only ever really done, I mean, as far as I know, like comedy and horror. I don't know if he's ever done like an action movie.
I think Nope is an action movie. Nope is basically, the way I describe it is Nope is like kind of like a Wild West action thriller, but with aliens. That's how I describe Nope.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Because there's no like, I think people bring it lower because it doesn't have any real like super crazy theme the way like Get Out or Us has. But Nope is just like a solid, it's like basically if Close Encounter was made now, it has that kind of like adventure in it that I like.
Yeah, I agree.
I think you're right. You have to have a contrast between the Matt Reeves and Brave and Bold if you're gonna do both.
Yeah, because otherwise, what's the point?
Yeah, right.
It's just and they're doing the.
You don't want another Titans? Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I was just going to say, and they're doing the Penguin show, which is obviously in the Reeves verse. So the tone of that is going to be similar. Mm-hmm. So I feel like it makes, and especially with Damien being in the movie as well, it like kind of makes sense for it to be a bit more lighthearted because there's going to be a kid in it. But, who knows?
Who knows? That's basically what we know about DC. Who knows? But Superman Legacy looks amazing.
Describes them perfectly.
if we can get to the point where people recognize once again that Superman is one of the best characters ever created, then we're in the right step.
Don't get me started. I'll talk for hours. I will talk for hours. But he needs some respect put on his name.
He really does. I always tell people he's the immigrant story. That's what he is. And that's why it's dope, you know?
He's Moses. His parents put him in a boat, sent him on his way.
Wow, I never made that connection. That is insane. I feel like a dumbass.
I mean, I could be totally wrong. Like, I may not be remembering my Bible stuff correctly, but isn't Moses the one that's like put in a basket and he's sent down the river?
I'm not the right person to ask about that.
Yeah.
Neither am I.
There's something somewhere in a Bible somewhere about being a baby being sent down a river.
Yeah. Yeah, you see him as Moses, not Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you, Zack Snyder. Anyways, there's a few things that came out. We're going to switch gears. We talked about DC, and we love DC, but this was a crazy week. You know, by the time this comes out, it's going to be a while, but for us, it was recent. Fantastic Four has been announced.
Yes.
With the cast. And it's funny because the cast list is exactly what every fan cast had.
Yep. And it's been leaked for weeks. Like, every scooper's known the cast. Yeah, and for some reason, Marvel wanted to wait for Valentine's Day, I guess.
Yeah, because they know comic book people, they don't give a fuck about the holiday or something like that. Anybody who's on Twitter who cares about it doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
Which, look, I'm sorry for those people. Anyways, the cast for Marvel's First Family is Pedro Pascal. And I'm kind of happy about that. I hope he doesn't have the mustache.
I think that's the deal breaker for me.
Mustache or no mustache?
If he has a mustache.
Yeah. Okay. I'm tired of seeing that fucking mustache.
The movie's shit unless he has a mustache. And I think we talked about this. The only times he's been like clean shaven is the Wonder Woman pilot where he I forgot the dude he plays, but he plays a dude in that. And Wonder Woman 1984. They all just happen to be Wonder Woman movies. And
isn't he like Steve Trevor in that or something? I swear he's like an important character.
No, he's not.
I think he was Steve.
Is he Steve Trevor? No, I think it's another dude who's Steve Trevor. It's not him though. But he's another dude that has like a back and forth with Diana.
Yeah.
I forgot.
I'm gonna Google it because it's gonna bug me.
It's gonna bug me too. Yeah.
It's got Richard Gilmore in it. If you've ever seen Gilmore Girls.
I've never seen Gilmore Girls.
Me neither.
So I hate you both.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No one's seen it.
Something with a girl in the title I've seen is a New Girl, but I'm sure
that's a good show.
That is a good show.
That's a great show.
No disrespect to Gilmore Girls. I'm sure that's very good as well. Okay.
Oh yeah. No disrespect.
Pedro Pascal played Ed. This pronunciation is going to be very bad. In Delicato. So I have no idea who that is. So
who is that?
Exactly.
I imagine it's a character they created. I don't know. If you're a Wonder Woman fan and you're one of our 5 listeners, please let us know. Yeah, but clean shaven. Clean shaven is the way to go. He's a handsome dude. I just want to see him in all of his glory, Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, aka Invisible Woman. Or Invisible, I don't know what they're calling her. Invisible Girl, Invisible Woman, I don't know.
I imagine it'll be woman, It's 2024, 2025 when it comes out. She's a woman.
She is a woman. And they got Vanessa Kirby, so
yeah.
I'm really happy with that choice.
I haven't seen anything she's in, but she looks the part.
She's in Hobbs and Shaw. What's that movie? Oh, Mission Impossible. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Fallout.
Oh,
she's the White Widow.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yes. Very gorgeous woman. I think she looks like she could do it, but
she looks like Sue Storm.
Yeah, she does, and I'm really excited for that. Especially if you look at Ultimate kind of comics, which is mostly what I've read of Fantastic Four is all the Ultimate comics. Okay. She's definitely more along that line and stuff. Yeah, that's a good pick. Ebon Mosk, I still don't know how to pronounce his name. Ebon Mosk Backrack? Bachrach? I don't know how to say it. It's Bachrach. How do you say that?
Back crack, maybe? I don't know.
Is it back crack?
I really don't know.
Those are just 2 words. That's crazy. From The Bear, of course. And,
yes, he's excellent.
Yeah. And the first thing I saw him in, I think, was Punisher as Micro.
Yeah.
Which is supposedly in the same universe, but I guess it doesn't make sense because Mahershala Ali is Blade and Cottonmouth. And what's her name?
Fuck.
Oh, God. This is
you talking about the one from Luke Cage?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's in Civil War.
Yeah. Black Mariah is what? She's the mom in Civil War.
Yeah, the mother of the kid who dies.
Yeah, but I guess it doesn't matter because like Michelle Yeoh has played like 3 characters in the MCU. Gemma Chan has played like 3 characters, so it's like, does it really matter? I don't know.
Nah.
I think that's a great pick for the Thing.
He'll be brilliant.
Yeah, because I think he has the. I don't know, because the Thing has an attitude, and I think Michael Chiklis. By the way, I'm just gonna say this up front. The original Fantastic Four, not the 1994 one, 2005 one, is a great cast.
I agree, 100%.
Incredibly, I still don't know how to say his name. Ian Grefford, is that his name?
I think it's kind of like Ian, but with like a bit of an O sound in there, so like Iwan maybe.
Iwan.
Yeah.
Wow, this is just gonna be the episode where I can't.
We're just trying to pronounce names.
Yeah, none of us can pronounce any names.
That's okay. I can't even pronounce half the names of the people I employ.
But yeah, that's a good one. I think he's definitely up that. Yeah, Michael Chiklis, I feel like was a great pick for that.
Yeah.
The way they did the new Fantastic Four was terrible. I don't know what the direction was that. I think Jamie Bell is a good actor, not in that one, but I don't think that was his fault. I don't think most of the things that happened in that movie were the actors' faults. So
no, I like all those actors in there. Like, and I like, controversially, I don't think Toby Kebbell is a bad pick. Excuse me, for Doom. But
I don't think so either. Yeah.
But yeah, it's just it's the execution of that one that lets it down.
Yeah. I mean, again, if you read the Ultimate Comics, it's like the way Miles Teller is a lot of the way that Reed is,
Is that whole movie
in concept?
Right, okay.
Yeah. Not in the actual way they did it, but but anyways, that's a great pick. I hope he says cousin a lot. Just my own personal thing. But
something tells me they'll steer away from it.
L.
Unfortunately.
What does he say though?
It's clobbering time.
He's not gonna say cousin. He's gonna say clobbering instead of cousin. It's a good switch up. And Joseph Quinn.
All of our Stranger Things girlies are excited.
He's great in that show. He's one of those ones where it's like he's not someone you'd immediately think of for the role of Johnny Storm, but I feel like he will do a good job. He's very clearly a good actor. The only one out of the 4 of them who I have like kind of apprehension about is Pedro, but just because he's a great actor, but I feel like he's almost been picked because he's big right now.
Yeah.
But I'm sure he'll prove us wrong, or prove me wrong. Excuse me.
Yeah. He just needs to play the eccentric Reed, like the super wiry kind of like always wants to talk. Like he has to play that dude, which I guess we haven't seen much of that.
No, I've never seen that.
He's always a man of very few words in most things.
Yeah,
that's fair. I don't think I've seen Joseph Quinn in anything, even in Stranger Things. Like I don't know who he is.
He's
Eddie.
Yeah, he's only.
He's Eddie. Oh,
I thought you were saying you hadn't seen Stranger Things.
No, I've seen Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's like in the whole season.
Like I saw his face and I was like, I don't know who that is.
It's the hair. That's the problem.
Chrissy Wake Up song.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay. Oh, okay.
His hair is completely different.
Yeah.
That might be why.
I think, yeah. Why not? I don't know what their direction is. So it's like, are they still going to make Johnny Storm still like a fuck boy? I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. Because that was the thing. It's like, I don't look at him and go, this kid's a playboy. Like, Johnny Storm's he's like a bit of a womanizer. At least, I mean, I could be totally wrong because I've only ever seen the movies. I don't know if I've ever read a Fantastic Four comic, which is kind of...
Oh, they're great.
embarrassing.
Got any Rex?
The only one I have is obviously the Ultimate Run mainly, and then I think Secret Wars is just a great, demonstration. The old one, a good demonstration of like how they are as a team and stuff. I think that's really good. But also Doom is in that, and Doom is great. I will say that my one thing is they confirmed that this is going to take place, I think, in 1967. I think.
Oh, they actually confirmed it.
Oh, was it not confirmed, or was it just someone?
Well, that was the whole thing I saw on like when the poster dropped on whichever day, Valentine's Day. That people were like, they're analyzing the magazine that the Thing is reading, and it's like a magazine from the 60s. But I don't know if anyone official said that it was going to take place in the 60s, but everything points to it taking place there.
Yeah.
I guess Doctor Strange also was like, looked at John Krasinski and was like, didn't you guys chart in the 60s? So yeah. I guess that's probably where that happens. And then at some point, I guess they have to get lost in space in order for them to show up in Secret Wars, I'm guessing.
Well, that was...
Someone said lost in the quantum realm.
Yeah, that's a good shout, yeah.
They want to keep expanding on that.
Do you think they're going to be lost in the quantum realm? I feel like I don't care.
I feel like if they're still doing Kang, maybe. But I'm not sure if they're going to be doing Kang anymore.
I don't think they're doing Kang. I think Kang is going to play a smaller role, and I think they're going to make Doom the main antagonist. Or Galactus, one of those. Because they're both in Secret Wars. It doesn't make sense to include them.
I was just going to say, I think it's tough that if you have Kang in his first appearance get his shit pushed in by Ant-Man, it kind of like reduces his threat level, if you know what I mean. Like I'm not that scared of him. He got beat by Ant-Man. No disrespect to Ant-Man, Paul Rudd's great, but he's not exactly, I don't know, he's no Captain Marvel or a super powerful superhero,
right?
But yeah, I don't know. I agree. I think they will shift to Doom.
They will shift. Jonathan Major, again, I love him as an actor, as like an artist, because I love a lot of his movies. The Harder They Fall, Last Black Man in San Francisco, some of my favorite movies of all time. It's just it's just unfortunate that certain things came up about him. So yeah, I think they're gonna switch real quick. And I don't doubt, because Kang also plays a small role in Secret Wars, and they in Infinity War they recasted Red Skull. I don't see why they can't do that for this one too.
Yeah, I guess because for Red Skull, like, his face is still the same. It's just they just got a different actor for the voice. And I guess it's probably a money thing. Like, that actor, obviously the first time it was Hugo Weaving. I can't remember the name of the second guy that plays him in Infinity War, but I imagine he's
the guy who plays Aaron in Walking Dead.
Yes, Ross something.
Was it really?
Ross.
Oh, that I didn't even make that connection. That's crazy.
But like, I imagine he's cheaper than Hugo Weaving, and like Red Skull's only in that movie for like 5 minutes, so it's probably just a budget thing. But yeah, I think that's the difference, is that obviously Red Skull, you can just keep the same face, and but then again with Kang, it's like he's a multiverse villain. Just say he's from a universe where he looks different.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, if Spider-Man can be 3 different actors.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you could do it. I don't think it's impossible. But anyways, Fantastic Four. I am so fucking excited for Fantastic Four content. I don't think I've made it clear enough. I love Fantastic Four. I love Doom. Doom is like one of my favorite villains ever. The fact that it's in the 60s, though, kind of bums me out, because it means they'll never have an MF Doom song with Dr. Doom.
I'm so sorry. Maybe the credits.
The way that they've set this up feels a lot like they're going to do what... I know Chris Columbus was going to do a Fantastic Four movie, and he said it was like going to be like A Hard Day's Night kind of idea. So it feels like that's what they're gonna do with this, probably. That's what I think from it. Oh, and Herbie's here.
Oh yeah. Someone said they wanted Jack Quaid as a Herbie.
That's a good
Herbie. I think that would be a fun thing.
That is a great answer. Holy shit.
He's on the come up as well. Like he's a name now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've only ever known him as the dude who killed Rue in The Hunger Games.
Oh yeah, he's like little baby Jack Quaid in that movie.
Little tiny baby.
Now he's a man. He's Superman. He's fucking
Huey.
Was he Spider-Man? No, he wasn't Spider-Man. He was.
He was. Yeah, he's Peter Parker in Across the Spider-Verse.
Oh, he is. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
In the
He's
flashback.
the one who turns into a lizard.
You little lizard boy.
Yeah.
He's making his rounds, and wow, Herbie, that'd be really cool. I think the only times I've seen like a solid version of like robots talking are two. One is in Solo, and one is in Interstellar, and those are the only two.
Only two, really?
That I like.
C-3PO.
Well, CP3O. Yeah, a C3PO. Jesus Christ. No, he's a classic. So I obviously include C3PO.
Yeah, there's loads. There's more than two. The Terminator.
There's a voice?
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, yeah.
Come on. You're making me feel like I'm going crazy.
But I was talking about like straight up robots where it's just the voice. Not like the actor playing, you know,
androids and shit.
Yeah, like Herbie is not going to be a dude, you know?
Yeah, it's not going to be like lips moving.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is a dude. But I'm just saying, when you pick Herbie, please, for the love of God, don't pick a comedian. Don't pick fucking John Mulaney. Don't pick fucking Bill Burr. Like, Jesus Christ. Don't pick fucking Kevin Hart. Like, don't do that. All right?
Oh my God. Kevin Hart.
Pick an actor. Pick a thespian. All right. Pick a fiddler on the roof.
I don't know. They could go like the comedian route. I could definitely see them doing
Patton
that.
Oswalt comes to mind. The comedian route.
Yeah. I feel like his voice is everywhere.
I wouldn't be happy about it. Yeah.
He's in like, isn't he the little guy at the end of Eternals as well? The one who's in the post-credit scene with Harry Styles.
He is.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, I can't remember what his name is, but yeah, he just feels like he pops up randomly anywhere.
He was also that robot from Power Rangers.
No, that
2017?
was Bill Hader.
Is it really Bill Hader?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's Alpha. He'd be a good pick for Herbie, but then it's like exactly the same as Alpha in Power Rangers.
Yeah.
In which Power Rangers?
2017.
I thought that was you're talking about Alpha. I thought you were talking about Bryan Cranston shit. I was like, wait a minute, that's not Alpha.
That's Zordon.
That's Zordon, yeah. Really excited for Fantastic Four, by the way. So It's a shame that it takes 10 years between all of them, though. I mean, you know, discounting Silver Surfer, which is the best one.
Yep.
There's an opinion.
Yeah.
You don't think so?
It's a movie.
I love Silver Surfer.
Are you talking about the character or the movie?
Oh, the movie.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fan 4 stick.
I'm saying out of all the ones we have, which one would you rather watch?
Fan 4 stick.
2005. Nah, not Fan 4 stick. You're on crack.
2005, really?
Yeah, that one's better, surely, than the Silver Surfer one.
I don't know. I like Silver Surfer more. Maybe it's just
like Silver Surfer one come out 2009.
I think I just like Silver Surfer. I think that's why. That came out 2007. I remember that because I watched it the same year as Spider-Man. So, you know.
There's a slight Fantastic Four news.
Slight?
Slight. The concept artist, J.S. Marantz, you know his art. He's done the Zack Snyder concept art.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
But he posted concept art for The Thing, and he worked on in 2009.
2009.
And it's a completely different design.
Really?
I guess they were like thinking of doing like some sort of reboot then.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Easily. I mean,
that was like only 2 years after.
Yeah, I mean, because execs are always like, hey, we got to reboot this thing. I mean, they announced literal fucking minutes after The Dark Knight Rises came out that they were like, oh, we're doing another Batman, even before Batman v Superman was announced, you know? So they're always trying to get their ball rolling, you know? Yeah. But I love the way The Thing looks. By the way, I just need to bring that up. I hope it's
in the new one?
Yeah, I hope it's cosmetic, but knowing Marvel, it's going to be all CGI, so I'm scared.
Yeah, definitely.
And I hope it is all simple blue costumes, like just cloth.
Not over designed.
Yeah. But again, knowing Marvel, I'm scared.
It's interesting because obviously the poster and the logo have it has style.
Oh yeah, it does. But you never know once it gets down the the 100%. Pipeline.
It'll be odd if it loses that style as time goes by. I obviously hope it doesn't. It looks great.
Yeah. Like I don't know much about what's his name? Matt Shackman? Is that his name?
Yes.
And he did WandaVision, right? So by the way, beginning of WandaVision is incredible. I still will say incredible way they did that and stuff. So with that in mind, I feel like if they gave him a lot of reign to do stuff, I feel like this is going to be a great movie. It has the way of doing both things. It can either be Guardians of the Galaxy or it can be Ant-Man. So, it's Marvel's first family, you got to make it fresh.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think I've exhausted that topic.
Oh yeah, the X-Men trailer.
Oh, yeah, right. X-Men 97 looks really, really fucking amazing. Did any of you guys watch those shows at all, or I don't know?
I did not grow up with a TV.
Okay.
Also, I was born after the show.
Oh my god, that makes me feel old. Oh my god.
You're practically 16, Ultra.
Yeah. Let's say that. No, I have not seen that X-Men. The only 90s one I've seen is the Spider-Man one.
Which is a great show.
Yeah.
If they continue that, I'd be a happy person. I could die right on the spot just knowing it's coming out. But X-Men 97, I did watch. I'm also a big fan of Wolverine and the X-Men. I personally think Wolverine and the X-Men is probably the best adaptation of X-Men stuff.
Oh, really?
Yes. I think Wolverine and the X-Men is great. I mean, it's the same time that like Spectacular Spider-Man's coming out and shit, which I also think Spectacular Spider-Man is probably the best adaptation of Spider-Man. So yeah, X-Men 97 though, I do have a soft spot for, and it did not end, the best ways, just budgetarily, and it also, much like Spider-Man, kind of got canceled in the process. So I am excited. The trailer, we got Gambit and Jubilee front and center. I'm really excited for it.
It is like an odd animation style because it is similar to the 97 show, but obviously updated.
Yeah. It is weird though. There is like a weird, people were saying it's 3D, and I don't think it's 3D, but there is like a weird like digital aspect to it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would imagine
they're
it's
doing
not
like intentional mistakes to make it look like 90s, and it's not working in their favor, in my opinion.
Just make it clean, I guess. I think as long as they go through like not doing it 3D, they're fine. But I think I don't know. There's something about the trailer. It's like maybe the animation, something about it doesn't click as well. I don't know what it is.
I think it looks better than the What If animation.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, a million times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what if it's trying to do the thing where they match the movies, but they don't match the movies, but it's 3D.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. It's like has this like weird sheen on it. That's weird.
They make a lot of odd choices with that show.
Yeah.
Lots of bokeh.
Oh yeah. They like blinged up with bokeh. It's kind of crazy. But X-Men 97, I am excited for. And I just realized this. We have heard nothing about Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
There was something back a month ago, but not super significant. And I definitely forgot what it was.
I'm kind of worried it's never going to see the light of day.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, it has to.
I feel like it's meant to come out this year.
But is it coming out this year? Did they?
Something in the back of my mind is saying that it was meant to be this year, but I could be wrong.
All right. That's why Google's my friend.
Yeah. IMDb says 2024. I don't really know how much I trust that.
Oh, they do say that. Let me see what Wikipedia says. This is the comic series. Fuck. Scheduled to release in 2024. They said this December 2023. All right, so that's close enough. All right, so I guess 2024. That's when it's coming out. But I feel like I've heard absolutely nothing about it.
Yeah, same.
So
I don't know. We'll see. Like, it'll be interesting because first it was going to take place in the MCU and now it's not in the MCU. And it's not going to have Tom Holland in it either. So, don't know.
Animation is my favorite medium, so I am game for another Spider-Man show.
Sure, yeah.
At least when you say it's like a prequel to like, you know, the Tom Holland one, at least you have a basis of what it could be. But since they're not doing that, I have no idea what it's gonna be. So
I loved when they said it was a prequel, and then they immediately showed us a homemade version of the suit that was completely different than the one we were familiar with.
No, yeah. They're like, this is what happens in Peter's mind. All right, he thinks it's way cooler. It's like surreal and shit, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's not it. Speaking of animated characters, and I'm talking about animated as a personality. Deadpool and Wolverine, the trailer came out. Finally.
Yes.
The teaser. I mean, I guess I should say.
I don't know why they call it a teaser and then it's 2.5 minutes long. Like, the only thing they actually teased in that was Wolverine. They showed a lot of other things.
The only way it could be a teaser is if the full trailer is going to have more Wolverine.
Which it will. Of course it will.
Definitely will. Has to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Although it would be equally funny if they just never show Wolverine in marketing.
They don't have the balls. Never in a million years would they do that.
They don't. At least if you call it Deadpool and Friend, you know, Deadpool can look at the camera and say some like comments about like, you got to wait till theaters or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't do that. You can't do that now. Not now when Marvel's trying to like reprove themselves in a way. But also, I need to see Wolverine regardless of whether I see the movie or not. So, you know.
What, you weren't satisfied with those 4 frames from the teaser?
The 4 frames of him just, if you count his shadow, it's more. But
true, yeah.
I don't. So, I think the costume looks good on screen.
It looks so good, yeah.
I want to see him in the cowl.
I don't know.
You don't think he's going to have the cowl at all?
I don't think they'll do it. For some reason, I just don't think they'll do it.
You think that they'll have Deadpool with animated eyes, full-on mask, but they can't have Hugh Jackman in a cowl with animated eyes?
I don't
in the same movie?
They surprised me with the yellow suit. I'll give them that. But yeah, I don't know. Just something about that cowl. Like, I just don't see them ever doing it. Maybe because it's been fucking 20 years that Hugh Jackman's been Wolverine. He's never worn it.
He's like, I'm not fucking doing this.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just something about it that I just don't feel like they will do it for some reason.
I'm not saying you're wrong. The likelihood they do it is pretty fucking low. But in terms of like, in my head, I'm trying to think of like Deadpool. Because if Deadpool is going to do the whole thing where most of the movie he has his mask on the whole time, I don't understand why they wouldn't do that also for Wolverine, you know?
At
least for scenes, you know?
Yeah, but then I would say that is a point to the opposite, because it's like then you don't want 2 masked characters for the entire movie. Like, you can have one and then you have the other guy, Wolverine, who can emote and you can see his facial expressions and stuff. I feel like it would be a stretch to have 2 masked characters all the time. I feel
like if we were to see a mask, we would definitely see it in the behind the scenes photos that have been leaking.
Yeah.
At this point.
Come on, they CGI everything. That's the only reason why I think.
It is true. It's weird as well.
You can't trust that anymore.
Because like the only behind the scenes photos we've seen of those 2 are like the ones where they're in that big desert area with the 20th Century Fox sign like in the background. Like, I don't feel like we've seen them on a street or in a field or anything like that. It's just that one place. And I'm kind of worried that Hugh's not going to be in the movie that much. But then I don't know how you have him in the title and he's not in the movie that much.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's I mean, maybe it's just a thing for people to get into the seat, you know? I don't know. But I do think, the more you're saying, I think you're right in the sense where in every Deadpool movie, there's at least one straight character, like straight in the sense of like super stoic, right?
Yeah.
You got like a Colossus, you know, who's just like, what the fuck is this shit? You got a Cable who's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
And then I guess the next thing you would have is Wolverine, you know. So I think you're right about that, actually.
I do think there's a good chance that he wears it, like he wears the mask at least once, but I don't think it'll be something that like the character loses or something like that, like his head fucking gets ripped off and he loses the mask or something like that.
Something.
X-Men Apocalypse type shit. He puts on the mask at the very end.
It's just the meme from the first Iron Man movie where he's like, next time, baby.
It's crazy how much I'd love to see Deadpool just like looking at like another costume and saying next time, baby, knowing this is his last movie.
Yeah, that seems like something they do.
Yeah, because he's like, your whole cinematic universe is about to change. So funny.
Yeah.
He's like, pegging is not new for me, but it is for Disney. I was like, wow, they put that in the trailer. That's good.
Well, that's the thing. Is like, if they're gonna do it, they need to do it. They can't have Deadpool have his 2 R-rated movies from before and then just make him like PG or whatever like the rest of them. Like if you're gonna now own Deadpool, make him an R-rated character still. And I'm glad that they've done that because it's clear they're still leaning into it.
Well, part
the
of
only
me,
way I see a PG-13 Deadpool is a crossover of Spider-Man, if they were to ever do that.
oh.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I thought you were gonna say X-Men Origins Wolverine is the way.
Yeah, and that one
that
sucks. That's what happens when you make it PG-13.
Part of me though is look, because Echo is considered a mature show, R-rated and stuff, and that's Marvel. And while that is more brutal than some of the other Disney Plus shows, it is not as brutal as like the Netflix stuff, you know?
No.
And I feel like Deadpool is more along the lines of like the Netflix stuff in a way, in terms of violence and you know, words and like catchphrases and all that shit. So, I mean, the fact that it is still Disney, I don't know the likelihood that they're gonna do more of that, you know, but I hope they prove me wrong. But a part of me is worried that it's gonna get watered down, and that's why they need to have like Wolverine and stuff. Yeah.
I was just gonna say, well, the Netflix shows are they like R-rated on Netflix?
They're mature.
Yeah. Okay. Because
Yeah.
I was gonna say, because I feel like I can remember Jessica Jones like dropping an F-bomb every other word.
Yeah. I remember Punisher did it a few times when he's like talking to Daredevil, and he's like, oh fuck, you're talking about Santa Claus, like saying shit like that. Does Netflix have a rating system? I don't even know.
I imagine it
I
might.
just always assumed it was TVMA.
Yeah.
They were
MA. Well, what is it on Disney Plus? I don't have Disney Plus, so I don't know.
No clue.
You had to turn on, I think, TVMA options on Disney Plus to even access that shit.
Okay.
When they were first doing it.
Yeah. So I guess that's the only thing that worries me about Deadpool. But seeing the TVA was cool. I like the TVA.
Yeah.
Reminded me that Loki's a great show. So
Season 2, man. That was good.
yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Speaking of amazing shows, that's going to be it for this episode of Nostalgia Bait. You can follow our special guest, UltraSargent, at UltraSargent. And you could also follow my favorite co-host, Julian Bell, at the Julian Bell. And I'm obviously at Kara Presents everywhere else. And we're going to continue this conversation. And if you want to see the rest of this conversation, you could check it out on Patreon a week early, because we're still doing the bi-weekly thing. Yeah.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Nostalgia Bait. I am Julian, and
I'm KR.
And I'm UltraSargent.
And we'll see you all next time. Peace.